of a normal Monday call, but we'll hit all the key points. So this week for events, we have community updates and roundtable, which is now. Then we have Bud Smart Money, and then we've got Bitcoin Ordinals special. So that's going to be an interesting one because I see the Bitcoin Emporium, a lot of monks are in there. It's nice to see monks helping each other get through the stages, which is, yeah, it's real nice to see. I know Noid Boyd and Dizzy and JJ are quite up there in that community. So it's been nice to see you guys help out all of the other people and tell people what to do. So it's good to see. So hopefully we've got some cool updates on the Bitcoin ordinals. I don't know if you know too much about the whole runes and Bitcoin layer 2s and stuff, but if you do, Dizzy, I'd like to have a chat about that because I actually don't know myself, but I see people on Twitter speaking about it. So maybe it could be a nice little education thing because we've seen a lot of layer 2s now do quite well. New chains popping up, and Bitcoin's the OG. So yeah, maybe we can.
Runes are about to pop off here on the 20th.
They did like a 2x or 3x over the weekend.
Runestones.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely been a really good one right now. The Runes protocol will be launching though, and one thing hopefully I have time to find it for a Thursday. There are 5 or 9 protocols that are hard-coded in Runes, and they're going to be like the first things to launch. And I need to figure out what they are because those are the ones that I'm going to have a close eye on, honestly. A lot of these Runes miners and stuff that we're seeing now, typical crypto, some of them might succeed, some of them won't. But yeah, we can definitely talk a lot about that.
So there's that Bitcoin Bit Smiley, it's called. It's a layer 2, and there's a pre-sale for that at the moment. I wasn't able to get any allocation for Monkz because of the short time frame and in the low allocation, but there's going to be so many different opportunities because people will be building on that. So yeah, it's good if everyone can get a bit of education around it, and we can sort of put out.
Runes Terminal is another big one that's coming up. I've been talking about Merlin for a minute now. That's another big one that's been active for quite some time and is, still not too late to stake into there if people want to, but we can definitely go over that some more. For sure. I mean, there's a lot coming down the pipes in that ecosystem, so.
Nice one. And then for the rest of the week, we don't actually have any events on. So JJ's put out he sent a message somewhere. I was actually looking for it yesterday about me creating another form to sort of find out what the community wants. So as you guys know, about 4 months ago, I put out one, and I just asked you guys what does everyone want? What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? And every single person said alpha. So I think that we've sort of got that now. We've established the ordinals channel. We've got the pre-sales stuff going on now. We've got a microcaps channel now in the server, and people are we are starting to see a bit more of that alpha stuff pop up, so that I can confidently say that's you guys wanted that, so we've got that now. So I'm going to put out another form and see what people want again, and then either I would like to see, with the market heating up, more people coming back into Monkz and taking part of the things that we put on. Like Bud's got his little cult that they come for his lessons, but then they don't come for anything else, which is fine because at least, do you know what I mean? We're giving them the value that they need. And yeah, a lot of them are doing quite well. So I'd like to get a few more things like that set up. So on Wednesdays and Thursdays, if these people want to come, and sort of, try and make Monkz great again. And then Sunday, I didn't put it on a poker game. I just wanted to, because I mentioned it last week, that maybe we just do one once a month sort of thing, because it was getting, some games weren't even starting because there wasn't enough players. So I just purposely didn't announce anything about the poker. I just wanted to see if anyone would kick off about it and make a problem, say, oh, where's the poker, blah, blah, blah. But no one said one single peep about it. So, yeah, I might stick to that plan and just do one that's once a month. Maybe we can, I know the DAO has quite a few monks sitting in it. So maybe we can offer out that as a prize, and once a month is better, and get an actually a good game going. So that's all I have for events for this week. I'll pass it over to Fire.
All right, appreciate it. So, got the share screen up if everybody's not already viewing it for the snapshot. So I'll start with the Dell funds. We've had a little bit of a surge today. I think it's actually up above 3,500. I haven't checked in the last couple hours, but nice,
hit like
healthy
3,700 today.
3,700.
I don't know where it rested at, but I saw 37 earlier. It was up like 8.5%
That's nice.
or something. But yeah, our funds are actually like 373 as I checked kind of when we started, but I didn't have the document in front of me updated. But yeah, we're definitely up a little bit today.
Well, we'll do that then. We'll just kind of round here, give us a little bit more accurate. I'm curious if anyone knows where the target of the current ETH breakout is based off the technical pattern. I don't know if anybody follows ETH that closely, but I've been trying to find a technical analyst that I can trust. It's hard to find to see where that target of the breakout is. Anybody have any ideas on that?
To get Taco to play in on that one. He'll occasionally throw out a leverage play on ETH typically. So I'm sure he'll have some thoughts or ideas there. And that'd probably be a good area, like when you do get ETH, strengthening against other assets, when we could actually like diversify into strength. So you're getting more of the, other coin, like whether it's your Bitcoin or Solana or Wild or the coins that we'll eventually diversify into. It'd be good to know that number so that we can get the collection of wallet signers together to. I'll make sure my ledger has ETH in it so I can sign some gas fees. But
yeah, move some stuff around. I do know, interestingly, the ETH to Bitcoin ratio has been sort of in a downtrend for quite some time, where the valuation of ETH to Bitcoin has been in decline. And I'm not a technical analyst, but from the folks that I listen to and whatnot, I think it's still expected to continue that trend, potentially for at least a couple more months, maybe a little bit longer. And potentially late this summer, we may see it bounce off of the support and start slowly working back up in the other direction, and start seeing late summer, hopefully ETH outperforming Bitcoin, but who knows. But interesting stuff. It's good. Everything's up, right? They say, what do they say? Rising tide. Something about the tide. All ships float higher in a rising tide. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, rising tide.
There you go. Rising tide lifts all boats. So it's good stuff in the market. We'll keep on, hopefully make some more of these investments. I know we got the proposal passed recently. Upcoming business. There's been a bunch of side discussions around, the proposals that we're working on. So there's the proposal for the keepers ad remove policy, which I think is pretty solid. We'll continue to get any final comments on that this week, and then I think that one is pretty straightforward and can probably go to a vote by next Monday. Would be ideal just to get that in place. On the payments policy, I know there's definitely a lot more tension and disagreement around various components of those policies. And so I had mentioned in the Keepers chat just shortly ago, I think it was in the Keepers chat. I think we should probably have a private Keepers call set up this week to talk through, especially I know there's some investing that Sags is interested in doing. And I think that probably Basil, maybe Dizzy, you guys are more experts on that side. So let's all touch bases on some times that might be good. Friday is ideal for me. Thursday cannot work. Wednesday is manageable if we want to try to do that this week. So, and the thought was as well, Stags had mentioned if we do, figure out a time and announce it to keepers, then it would also help us to understand who's more active and not. So, maybe in keepers chat, let Stags and I know.
Keepers meeting, and then that's give no options. They have to come.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say I know for me Wednesday and Friday would work. I'm similar. Thursday I'm not going to be able to make that one.
And do Wednesday. Easy done.
Wednesday, Friday. Dizzy, does that work for you?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Nice one. We'll do that Wednesday, and then we'll get that going to where it needs to be. So let's maybe just touch on that now if we're transitioning into roundtable. I do see a few new people that have jumped into the to this VC. So I'm just gonna let you guys know that it won't be a full. Sorry, my phone was ringing. It won't be a full discussion today because I have a power cut and I won't be able to. I don't have my notes in front of me, so we're just going to wing it. So, the first topic that we should speak about is the proposals. Now, just to give everyone a rundown, Fire put out a proposal the other day up in Keepers, and it was sort of one proposal that meshed 4 together or 5 together. So I sort of said it was about payment. So I sort of said, all right, we should do each one individual rather, because some might say yes to one, but not say one. We'll say no to others, and then it's not really. I didn't think it was really fair to group them. So saying that, one of them was inside there was a proposal about my salary that I get from Monkz for doing what I do, and. So there was as Fire said, there was a bit of tension there, but I think we're making some progress now. I've been speaking with the Pirates and with Fire about everything, so happy to. I actually submitted a proposal that is in editing stage at the moment, so I want to work on it with Fire and the Pirates and get it to a place where it's good. Part of that proposal is a reduction. It's a change. It's instead of an ETH payment, it will be a set amount per month, and then there's a 2 phases to this proposal. So the other bit was allocating a budget of. Allocating a budget. So you guys see all these pre-sales that are popping off, and there's some that Monkz can get, and there's some that Monkz can't get due to the allocation size. And there's also other groups that I want to sort of start to get into and do that. So part of the proposal was to have a fund for that, and then basically get Monkz DAO investing in projects before they hit the market, sort of thing. So getting us the best possible price on the coin before it gets launched. So that's that in the proposal. So we just need to have a chat. I think that half of the proposal looks okay, but then there's that part as well. So that will probably happen on Wednesday, and we'll just discuss that and get to the core of that, and then we can edit the proposal accordingly. Then hopefully by Wednesday, we sort of iron out the creases with that, make the edits. I can submit it. We can have Thursday, Friday to vote on it, and then I can present it to the community next Monday. So that will be the aim for that particular proposal. So I want to work with Fire on that one and hopefully submit it as the 2 of us. So we've collectively worked on it. We can do what we have to do to it to get it nice. That's it. And then there's the other proposals as well. One of the proposals was to decrease the price of the social media manager. However, I don't actually have one because the person who I was going to get to do it, who's my assistant, she's my VA, she lives in the Philippines, and she's very cheap. But after having we had a discussion last week about what Miss Lynn does, and then I spoke with her after that because she was in the chat. How do you feel? She's like, oh, I'm not sure if I've got the time to be able to do it. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So yeah, we're back to the drawing board on that one. So I reckon that we don't actually do the marketing proposal until we actually have someone who's agreed to the
Terms.
price. Yeah.
Okay, I mean that sounds fair enough. I think we can, we can address that as it comes. I think the timeline you put forth is a little aggressive. I don't know that we would be ready to bring a proposal to vote by Thursday, but I definitely understand the sense of urgency. And
It can be for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It doesn't matter. I just thought if we've got one ready to go, there's no point stalling on it. Monkz
as long as we come, we can all come to like the middle ground and stuff. And so, I'm sure we'll get there. I know, like, we want to get it done as quick as possible. And Wednesday sounds great. At least to me, it sounds like everybody's okay with that. If we shoot for 6, it gives me at 6 p.m. PST. It gives me time to get back from another commitment and get in front of the computer. 6 p.m. PST, and then as long as it's like less than 2 hours, we can hopefully get most stuff cleared up. And then if we need more time, we'll have to schedule some additional time, potentially Friday.
Cool. Does anyone have any questions about the proposals before we move on? Nope. So what I'll do after this is I'll put out a announcement into the Keepers channel that there's a mandatory meeting, 6 p.m. PST on Wednesday, and that everyone has to come. They don't have to stay the whole time if they don't want, but so long as they attend, and I'll make a list of who comes, and then that will be our first indication of where we're at with Keepers.
Yeah, I think definitely the Keepers one's straightforward. We can get that out to a vote for Keepers vote this week, and I think community vote next week. That one, I don't think there's any. I don't believe I've received any feedback that suggests that the policies around there are an issue. So we'll try to get that to a final draft real quick. And just so everybody knows, that's essentially in the past. Originally, Keepers were just sort of delegated a long time ago as the folks that were sort of like most active in the community, trying to, build Monkz, et cetera, that had time. And so we've been intending for some time to put in an official policy, especially in regards to removal of inactive keepers, so that there would be sort of a fair and predetermined policy for removal of folks that seem to have gone on permanent leave from the role, and at the same time to put in an official policy on how we can replace them or bring new keepers on board. So that's what that one's all about, really.
Nice one. So, before I move on to the next topic, do we have any questions or comments?
Work. I know it's not nothing to put those proposals together, so definitely good conversations to have.
Nice. All right, cool. Moving on. So, as I said, guys, I'm winging it. I don't have it in front of me. So the next one would be social media. I'm actively looking for someone who can take over that role. Basically use use Mid-Journey to get the images, then use Canva to put the text over the top, and then use a auto post software to schedule the posts. It'd probably be like a few hours work a month. but yeah, if you just smash it all out, you'll get it done very quick. We also have a couple of other things that we'll need to monitor as well, like engagement on the Twitter account, and there's a couple of other like guild things that we're working on. When we get the education stuff going again, we like the production. Sorry, we're gonna have to start to post on TikTok, do all of this. So it's an easy roll currently, but it will sort of progress to a bit more time. So if anyone is interested in doing something like this, or or you know someone who may be, even if they're not a monk, give us a message, open a ticket, send me a DM, whatever, and we can go through the process and see,
And
etc.
I think too, like I'll say this, if there is anyone on that is interested in that sort of that area of social media marketing, I have always felt and continue to feel that there's a great opportunity in that particular role to make a really measurable difference for monks. In the past, Miss Lynn's done a great job, but it's been like the standard sort of baseline stuff that we have to do, right? Basic posts and things. But I feel like it's one of those positions that if there's someone who's just really passionate about it or is saying, hey, this is an area that I might want to go as a career path. There's so much that could be done in promoting what Monks is doing, building